begin to talk about anxiety and stress. I mean, one point too early can make or break a video. And if this is a mess, then that means my life is a mess. And if my life is a mess, then that means there is no recovery ever. Oh no. Oh no, I can see it all falling apart. Okay, breathe. 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 Okay. I'm gonna try that whole intro thing one more time. Hi, my name is Reese Steinberg, and today I'm going to express my stress. We live in a world with a lot of stress. And at least for me, it's impossible to get for a week without something just bugging my mind. For example, this week I was stressing out over the fact that Mean Girls opens next week. Shows are March 23rd through April 1st. You should go. It'll be fetch. An essay in my English class and the project in DECA that this video is for. I mean, it just took me 5 minutes to rewrite that entire sentence and it still doesn't feel polished. I've let myself overthink a sentence that you guys already forgot. Now, I know that if I focus too much on my own worries, then that means that this will just become a counseling session, not an educational video. So I guess I will start with, what is anxiety and stress? Stress is the feeling of an ongoing heavy burden that in the back of your mind, you know will disintegrate once that problem is resolved. An example is a test in your hardest class, a presentation where you have all eyes on you, and a heavy disagreement with your best friend. Everyone has stress to a degree. And those who appear to be all nice and chill still experience these fears. Anxiety is a constant feeling of stress, and it could actually become a disorder. A person living with anxiety may have to deal with constant shaking, heavy breathing, and will slowly turn into this. You become the orange M&M of your friend group. An easy way to remember this is that anxiety is the long-term equivalent of stress. Now, I imagine most of you already know this, but there are many different things that make you feel stressed. And most of the time, multiple factors build on top of each other, making you feel overwhelmed, giving you anxiety. The following are some examples of these stressful situations. First, getting your driver's license. I am currently working towards this. Driving is stressful as most of the time you are just paying attention to what the other people are doing. School. No matter what, you will have an assignment that you should or could be doing instead of watching that new episode Ted Lasso. You should make sure that you take time off, but you are making sure that you have to control how much time you lose and are aware of when in the future you can regain that. On top of getting simple assignments done, you also need to do well on all your tests and know all the information that is put in front of you. You need to pass everything on a relatively high score on all your assessments and keep a good grade in every single one of your class in order to get to a good college. At least that's what goes through my head. Speaking of college, at least by the time that you're in your freshman year, everyone starts asking you what you're gonna be doing for college. What schools you're thinking about, what career you want to do, where in the suburbs you want to live with your future family, and how many kids you're gonna have. I mean, that's a lot of pressure for a 15-year-old, don't you think? Your parents. Now, no matter what relationship you have with your parents or what their relationship with each other is, there will always be a degree of stress. I come from a very supportive family and I love them and we all are happy. However, we still have our moments of disagreements. It's just what happens. Social media. From constantly counting followers, likes, and comments, it can be exhausting for those who really just don't care. Teens are exposed to this perfect world that makes you just want to be better and glamorous. I learned very early on that I had to turn all of my social media notifications off because I can't stand seeing when someone follows me, likes a photo, or even comments. Relationships. All types of relationships bring stress. From a simple disagreement with your best friend to the awkward will they, won't they relationship with your crush and troubles in a romantic paradise. You never know what's going to happen. It constantly just makes you feel anxious. Balancing extracurriculars. You're constantly walking the tightrope of keeping a social, school, and personal life together without any fail. If you focus too much on school, then you're a loner. If you don't pay enough attention, then you're risking your future. And if you're failing mentally, then all the pieces just start falling apart. Politics. I personally find politics really interesting, and teens are now exposed to an easy way of learning about these different issues that are being talked about through social media. And no matter what side you support, both sides bring their nerves regarding future elections and bills that could be passed and what could be done that could easily affect your personal life. Teens are forced to be thinking about all these heavy topics so early on. You never know exactly what you want to do with your life, and many don't. And it's one of those things that you feel embarrassed if you don't have a good answer for some of these people. Now, these are just some major examples of stress. Now, sometimes one person's stress becomes too much and they end up experiencing an anxiety attack. As someone who has dealt with on-off attacks since I was 12, I can tell you that it's terrible and terrifying and probably the worst thing ever. You feel like you're drowning underwater in the middle of the ocean with no lifeboats. The first time I got an attack, I had no idea what it was. I truly felt like I was gonna die. And people who relatively frequently get attacks are constantly in fear of when another is gonna occur. And it makes regular stressful situations like passing your driver's test even more stressful because you're just paranoid. So to the driving instructor who didn't give me a chance to prove myself because he saw that I was nervous, I would like to say that even with all the confidence in the world, your anxiety will still show. Now, because anxiety is so delicate and is known to overreact, it's going to learn ways to cope with your stress. An important thing to do to help with your stress is talking to someone who you care about. Someone that you know you trust and that will never do anything to hurt you. This could be a parent, a guardian, sibling, friends, anyone that makes you feel calm. Finding some sort of creative outlet. This could be writing, cooking, reading, exercise. And just like Elwood says, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. So work out to relieve some of the thoughts that are burning through your head. You could try breathing, meditating, or grounding techniques. These are simple things that you can look online, either on YouTube or just simply going onto Google. I will always push for someone to go talk to a counselor because from my experience, you never know what's going to happen in the future and you never know what situation you're going to need an extra friend who you know can't say anything because it's confidential. You could try drinking tea if it's kind of a simple in the moment problem. And then also, most importantly, just simply taking care of yourself. This could be eating well, sleeping at a regular time. Anything else that makes you feel better, try doing that. You never know exactly what's gonna help. Now, to help deal with my anxiety attacks, I end up using what I call a calming photo. So my photo is a photo of this monkey. However, you can use whatever makes you happy. There are many different resources that you can try using. There is the suicide crisis line, which is a call or text, and you just type in 988. There is health insurance that you can use to help find a counselor. Then there's also community health services, which bring either free or low care. In conclusion, I have really bad anxiety. Ta-da! I got my first attack unknowingly when I was 12 at summer camp. And since then, I have experienced a number more. Anxiety became my disapproving best friend who would never shut up. I've thought about making a video like this for so many years now, and when my DECA teacher asked me to find a topic to help spread awareness about, I knew what I needed to talk about. So yeah, I'm an orange M&M. But there's plenty of worse things that I could be. Please like, and since you're in that area of the screen anyway, why not hit subscribe? I mean, it's right down there. And then I hope you guys all stay your extraordinary self. I'll see you later.